Thailand.
He's improved massively
from Italy.
So much.
On court 9, men's single SH6. Lin Naili from China versus Krishna Naga from India.
People that come on a bit later in their games would be great because everything would be packed in here. I think it's perfect.
The technical official team from court 6. Warrior, from the leaders, Champion from Thailand. On point 6. Let's go L4. India. Sudirman from Indonesia.
Done so well. Didn't have, but really high top. Yeah, but honeycomb over maybe everything. Goals in running up there and really good. They had a really good fun. Big play. Yeah.
Welcome to the championship, number 1. Umpire Racer will start on him from my right. So we get to my from Thailand. Or for number 1, women's singles WF final. Here are how the team actually from Peru versus the Utah from China.
And good morning here from the coastal city of Pattaya, Thailand. It's finals day here at the World Para Badminton Championships, and we are here to bring you live coverage of the wheelchair finals as the players make their way onto court. This morning I'm again joined by Martin Rook, wheelchair 2, former GB Para Badminton athlete, a Tokyo Paralympics alumni and winner of countless international medals over his para badminton career. Martin, how excited are you for today?
I'm so excited. We've had a fantastic few days watching the quarterfinals, semi-finals. We've watched some amazing badminton, some fantastic games, and I think today's just going to be the icing on a cake for me. I'm so looking forward to so many games. There's games that I can't see, which I'm really disappointed about, but we're lucky enough to be here commentating, so I'm looking forward to a really good day's badminton.
Yeah, we've got some exciting finals coming up for y'all today, with all finals being an all-Asian affair, with the exception of this first match on court 1, which we will come to in just a moment. But all matches, except for the men's singles and wheelchair 2 final, feature a Chinese singles or doubles pair. Martin, what do you think is setting the Chinese athletes apart in this class at the moment?
Their ability in their chairs, their power, their accuracy, they're all round just far better than everybody else, pretty much everybody else. They've got so many good players. Obviously the size of Asia is huge, and there's more disabled people possibly to choose from than at other countries and other continents. But it's quite frightening how good they are and how far above most countries they are. And there needs to be a change massively in other countries, other continents, Europe. We need to really start pushing on to match these Chinese, because at the moment they are unbelievable.
And there must be something to the culture of the sport, right? Because China and Asia, really, badminton is the number one sport in these countries.
Absolutely, it's a national sport. It's like boys that grow up in England, all they want to be is footballers.
Yep.
Kids in Asia, all they want to be is badminton players. It's their national sport. I've trained in Asia many a times, and even you go into a sports hall and there's people 60, 70, 80 years of age still playing badminton. It's incredible, and it's just their national sport, and it's a bit disappointing. It annoys me, unfortunately, but because I'd like to see a few more Europeans and people from other continents, but at the moment we're just going to have to watch great badminton, but from the Chinese and the Asians. Right, here we go. Pila needs to settle down quickly.
You talked there about other continents, and this is the one match where we have another continent, and like you mentioned there, Pilar from Peru representing essentially the world in these finals, being the only non-Asian player. And what have you thought of her performances so far this weekend?
She's I saw her game against Yamazaki yesterday, and she's had some tough games with in the past, and she's not always come out on top. Previous to that, she played Misha Gaines from Australia and was comfortable. Then she had a bye. So she's had quite a good running. But yesterday, she played a top Japanese player, and she done a really good job on her. I thought she was really impressive, really strong, aggressive from the first point to the last. And she needs to do exactly the same today, but she's got to be consistent, and she's got to be very good, because Liu Yongtong is as aggressive as I've ever seen any wheelchair female player, and she's accurate, and she is the lightning fast. So Pila's got her work cut out.
And going by previous occasions where they've only met once before in the Brazil Para Badminton International in 2020, so it's been 4 years since the last time they met each other in a quarter-final, and as you'd expect, Liu Yongtong coming in top, 21-7, 21-6.
Yes, well, the Chinese have not attended too many competitions in the past 18 months due to COVID and things like that. They were still under lockdown, so but they came back last year with a vengeance.
Yep.
With an absolute vengeance. And obviously they need to qualify for Paris this year and accumulate X amount of points. And being at the World Championships is double points. Obviously they had the Asian Para Games, but they've so Pilar's not had the opportunity to play Liu Yongtong for quite a while.
That's a good rally, and the shuttle just clipping the line there. Pilar trying everything to get there, but
she didn't do a lot wrong. It's just the speed of Liu Yongtong recovering and being able to put that shuttle pretty much inch perfect on that line. It's just falling in.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
That's a lovely shot.
Putting pressure on that round the head corner of Liu, and then just that really nice angled drop shot into the backhand side.
Nice straight drop shot. We've not seen enough of them this week, but when we have, they've been really effective.
Yeah.
She needs to try and disrupt Liu Yongtong because she will just build and build and build momentum.
Yep.
And then she's already 4 points behind now. And before she realises what's going on, she could be 5, 6, 7 points down. So she needs to kind of disrupt her, have a bit of game management, because she is relentless.
Yeah.
The faster the game goes, the happier she is. And I know Pilar likes the game fast, but sometimes when you're getting beaten, you just have to change things up a bit. That's out. Oh, long way out. Always laughs when she makes a mistake.
It's quite a rare thing for her to make mistakes, so.
We did see a couple yesterday, but it made absolutely no difference. You've trained, coached Pilar before, and you know that you've obviously said in the past she's got a great work ethic. But does she have that many wheelchair players to spar against?
Not really, not at her level.
Yeah.
In Peru. I think they have a couple of athletes, obviously her doubles partner who she played the women's doubles with this week, but not at her level. And luckily there's a good relationship between the Peruvian team and the team in Chile, and they've had Jaime, who's a very good wheelchair 2 player, very strong wheelchair 2 player, not quite the standard of the Asians, but he's got the work ethic also, and he has been across the train with her, and that's been a good help. And I know that she generally only trains for singles. Yeah. It's her main event, it's the one she wants to get to these stages.
Which makes it so hard. I've been to Korea and I've been to China and Hong Kong. Not so much Hong Kong, but Korea, they have so many players to spar with.
Yeah. And
obviously you can see that in the Chinese team. They have so many players to spar with day in, day out. And all that does is just lift your level up. Yeah. And it just makes the team and players so much better. When you're struggling for sparring, it's tough. It's really tough.
Well, until recently, you're talking about Korea there. Korea were a very dominant feature in the wheelchair game, and now they still have some players that are making those finals, but maybe not as dominant as the Chinese. No,
and that they have so many players. I couldn't believe it when I went to Korea to train. But Japan, they're coming through as well. They've got more youngsters coming through, and obviously Daiki, the WH2, is dominating at the moment. He's not lost since before Tokyo.
Yeah. He's another one we're going to see on this court later today, and that'll be a brilliant match.
That will be good. Two youngsters.
Yeah.
Two
young, fit, fast, aggressive youngsters. It's going to be a fantastic game.
See how quickly Liu Yongtong gets her. She's 10 points in front already. She makes light work of everyone.
I think Pilar's doing the right things, and we saw her do the similar tactics against Yamazaki yesterday, pushing the two corners and the rear and trying to open up that gap. But Liu Yongtong is so quick. She's got answers for everything. She's just got pushed back in two corners, then gets back and puts a punch clearing straight over Pilar's head, and Pilar can't get to it. Yeah, she's her chair speed gets her out of so much trouble. And she's able to be more aggressive because she is so quick in the chair. That was a good pick up there from Pilar. Good to get a length on that from such a low position, and the mistakes come in from Liu. It was the correct shot to play from Liu, but it was just a couple of inches wide. That's one of the first times I've seen Liu not get her chair in the correct position to take a shot. Yesterday when she was playing doubles, every time, moved her chair quickly, got in the right position so she wasn't out of shape when she took the shot. Her movement in doubles yesterday is so impressive because you have to turn a lot more on doubles. She's having to cover her partner. Yeah. It was just incredible. It was a pleasure to watch. Yeah. Out. Wow. What do you think Pilar's mental frame of mind coming into this game? Because the highly unlikely she was going to win this game because Liu is just so strong, so dominant. Yeah. Nobody's getting near her at the moment. So what do you do as a player when you... I think, to be fair to Pilar, I think she's come into this game thinking, I'm going to come in and win this. I'm going to try and win this. I'm going to do my utmost to win this. Because like you said a few days ago is, you can't go on court believing that you're not going to win. You have to have that belief. Yeah. You have to have something to lose a little bit. I think she'll have come on court. She's not one to scare easily, so I don't think she's going on afraid of Liu. I don't think she's going on thinking, she's gonna defeat me, and it's going to be easy. And although it's this first set has been relatively easy, I don't think that's her mindset, to be honest. This is her event. This is what she trains for, and this is what it's the reason that she's here, right? Because Pilar she's got a good little run of points there, but then to try and maintain that for the whole game against Liu is just so tough. It really is. And there it is, game point already for Liu Yongtong. First game to Liu Yongtong of China, and no surprises there, really. Unfortunately not. We've seen quite a few games of Liu Yongtong this week, and she's been so impressive. So impressive, and one of the things I love, we talked about her movement a lot, but I love her body position. When she hits that overhead, she just throws her body forward and gives herself that momentum, but her hands are in a position that if she needs to go back, she's one pull and she's back. Absolutely, yeah. Proper chair skills, absolutely. Yeah, it's just really, really impressive. But yeah, I don't know what. Coach Derley from Peru, I've had the pleasure of working with him a few times as well. Very nice, very good coach, very knowledgeable, and has a full team in Peru. They have a good academy there and a good setup in Peru, which is excellent. And I wonder what he'd be saying to Pilar right now. Just keep going for that. Liu Yongtong's not saying a lot to her coach. No, she doesn't have one. Pilar's just got to keep going for it. Just keep playing her game. If things just keep going for it, take risks, be aggressive,
things come off, they come off. If they don't beat yourself up about it.
The umpire from Iran, Reza Roshan Omid, and Tunupat Likum from Thailand asking for tape for the court. And we spoke to one of the umpires this morning about this issue. The floor seems to be, obviously for wheelchair athletes, they have to play in a wooden and a flat surface, nothing, not like the mats that you would see in the standing or able-bodied in. The floor looks very good, and apparently the actual floor is great, but they're using this tape that just seems to keep lifting up. The more the players break on it, the more the tape breaks, and they're having to repair quite a lot.
After every game they've been yesterday, I noticed they was repairing the court where the wheels hit the tape. It rips it up, and then they roll over it again, and it's all sticky. So they're getting sticky hands and things like that, which is a bit frustrating, a bit annoying. When it comes to competitions like this, and they are putting a lot of money into it, these lines should be painted.
Yep.
I know this is a cheaper idea, but they should be painted so they you don't have the interference with stick tape and things like that, and the players don't get their hands covered in tape.
Yeah, this is the first time I think I've seen the tape having to be replaced this early as well.
Yes.
It's the first game, but when you think of the force and the stopping power that these athletes are putting into their chairs, it's going to bring the tape up, because that friction between the wheel and the tape is going to lift easily. All the time.
Yes, and like you say, yesterday I was doing it after every game. This is after the first game.
Yeah.
It's 3 wheelchair courts. It's 2 today, but just put some paint down.
Yeah.
Put something down. I'm sure that you could put something down that would eventually come off if you want to reuse it.
Yeah. Well, we started here in this second game, and Lu Yongtong 1 point in already, playing very aggressively, hitting a smash in that first rally with 2 errors from Pilar.
How many smash winners did we see her hit yesterday?
Too many to count. And I think we should have started a tally today.
Yes.
With her being in all 3 finals, we'll definitely see a lot of smashing and good smashing attack from Lu Yongtong.
That's unfortunate.
That's 3 errors from Pilar. She's trying too hard to hit the corners and hit the lines, which against a player of this caliber you do need to be accurate, but she's just trying that little bit too hard to be pinpoint accurate.
Yeah, you're just squeezing a little bit. You just get a little bit tense and a little bit tight, and you're not as accurate as you should be or can be. How quickly she adjusts that chair and turns.
Pilar's done a really good job to stay in this rally, having defended quite a short smash from Lu at the start, but ultimately the speed and the skill of Lu's just caught her out at the end there.
Inch perfect on that line.
We could have had 2 tallies going, smash winners and the accuracy on the front line especially. Really hits out at the front. Another perfect shot there at the front.
Just trying to hit the corners a little bit too much, Pilar, at the moment. Just needs to kind of get the rallies going a bit, get a bit of confidence in her play.
Yeah, well left. 1 point away from 11 for Lu Yongtong, and she is now taking it to the interval. And unfortunately, this second game has started with a lot of errors from Pilar, and a few unforced as well. Lu is putting a lot of pressure on her, but there's some times where she's just trying to be too accurate and just putting the shuttle a few inches out the side.
Yeah, she's trying to hit corners to try and put pressure on Lu Yongtong, and it's not really working. So I think the best bet is to try and just kind of rally the game out and see and create an opening rather than trying to find it too early. Just build the rally up a little bit more. But it's tough. It's tough. When someone is that quick, she makes the court look really small because she covers it so quickly and so well.
Again, Lu Yongtong's coach not coming on court, and I mean she's so far ahead and playing excellent badminton. There wouldn't be much for him to say other than keep going.
Well, she will play 3 finals today and not see her coach.
No, not need to.
Well, obviously, because I think the next two finals are both against teammates, so there'll be.
Yeah, all of her. This is the only match for Lu Yongtong not against fellow Chinese teammates.
So she won't see a coach anyway. So quick. Pilar's no slouch in her chair.
Absolutely not, and
at all.
She's aggressive, fast player, Pilar. But then when you put her against Lu Yongtong here, and these are the 2 best players in the world right now, and consistently the 2 best players. Pilar consistently gets to finals of tournaments and has done for the last few years. So this isn't a fluke for her. This isn't her first time here, but Lu Yongtong is just class above everyone. Everyone.
And that's the difference where obviously her team that she has around her and her teammates, because you can guarantee most of her games against male opponents.
Yep.
Because I would imagine there's an awful lot of guys in this hall that play that she would probably beat.
Yep.
She's not going to beat the top guys, but there's a fair few men here in WH2 that she'd beat.
Yep. Yeah, I completely agree. I don't think I've seen her really under pressure. She takes everything so early, both in the rear and the net. I rarely see her under any sort of pressure.
Where Pilar's so far pushed back, all she can do is try and clear and it just goes up.
Yeah.
And it's very short, and then Lu Yongtong comes in and smashes it. You never see that reversed.
No.
You never see that reversed.
And not for, want of trying. Pilar is trying to do that exact same thing, but just Lu Yongtong has an answer to everything and a quality answer to everything that Pilar is throwing at her.
But some of the time, Lu Yongtong knows that Pilar's going to just clear it back.
Yeah.
So she doesn't rush in, so she just waits.
Yeah.
So she just holds her position, so she hasn't got a stretch, and she just punches that flat clear and just puts Pilar in under more pressure. Just slowly glides back into the middle.
Lovely cross drop there from Lu Yongtong to take her to match point 24 in the second game.
To take her first title of the week.
Yeah, good rally this.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. 21-8, 21-4. Liu Yongtong takes her first title of the day with two more matches, to go, and she doesn't look like she's sweated at all either. She's going to be fresh for both of those games.
It's fantastic for Liu Yongtong. She's just become world champion WH2. But for us, it's so hard to get overexcited because kind of knew it was on the cards.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just a matter of when it's going to happen, what time she was playing today.
Yeah.
And I feel sorry for Pilar because she tried as hard as she could, but there's only so much she could do.
Yeah, and again, good for Pilar. These are the two best players in the world at the moment in wheelchair too, and I think to get to this point, she's made such a good impression, beating Yamazaki very comfortably yesterday. The scores were 15 and 16, but it was a very, very comfortable game, and her style of play is a style of play that you don't see so much in wheelchair too. Aggressive, fast, but then you get Liu Yongtong, who is just that little bit more aggressive and a little bit more fast, and it's refreshing to see that style of play from Pilar.
It is absolutely, yeah. When she played yesterday, she was so aggressive, which basically won her game. I think if she would have changed her game plan a little bit, it wouldn't have worked. But she started off aggressive, and it started to work, and then she just carried on. And from all the way through the game, she was aggressive, and she saw off Yamazaki, and she's not had a great success against Yamazaki in the past, so that was a really good win for her. And that would build confidence. That will kind of just take a little bit of confidence out of her, but give her a day when she gets home. She'll kind of have a look at what she's done, what she's won this week. She's been to the World Championships, come away with a silver medal.
Yep.
She's had a very good week.
And that's got to set her up with the confidence boost going into Paralympics in a few months' time. So coming up next on wheelchair court number 1, we have our men's singles wheelchair 1 final by Choi Jungman and Kyu Zemo. Another game where China, we've got an older, experienced player against this young, fast, quality, aggressive Chinese wheelchair 1. That's going to be a good game, but it might be again one that's going to be quite one-sided.
I think it will be a little one-sided. If Choi plays like he did yesterday, it will be a bit closer, because yesterday in his semi-final, he was fantastic against the other Chinese lad, Yang Tong, and he was really good. But Kyu Zhimao is that much better, and it's going to be tough. And he's not had a great deal of success at all from against Kyu Zhimao, so it's going to be tough, really tough for Choi.
Okay, well, we'll be back in just a minute with that men's singles wheelchair 1 final. And we're back here for the second final of today's wheelchair finals at the World Championships, Badminton World Championships. And we have men's singles wheelchair 1 against Korea's Choi Jung-man and China's Kyu Zemo. Martin, thoughts?
This is going to be tough for Choi. Last time Choi beat Kyu Zemo was in 2018. He's played him 9 times, won once. Since then, he's lost the rest. So it's going to be really tough. Kyu, he plays within himself and then just does enough to get through sometimes. But then when he wants to switch it up, and when he gets to finals and things like that, he thinks, actually, I'm going to show you what I can do.
Yep.
And he steps up a bit and really gets himself G'd up. And if he wants to, he could put this to bed quite comfortably and quite quickly. But it all depends. He played the other Korean in the semi-final, and the Korean got 15 and 20. I think it was 2022, and gave him quite a good run for his money. But I always find with Kyu Zemo that it's all about what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Whether he wants to dictate a game, whether he wants to be on court, how long he wants to be on court, and because he's got so many weapons, he makes things look so easy, a bit like Lu Yong Tong. And he's got great racket skills. He's very quick, reads the game so well, gets himself out of trouble in an instant. And but he's playing without doubt the second best WH1 in the world.
Yeah, very similar to the last match we watched. We are watching the top 2 players in the world.
Yeah.
This is, both of them coming through their pools on top and then finishing the knockout stages. Choi Jung-man having a more difficult time beating Hita Nishimura from Japan in the quarterfinals in 3 sets, 21-19. Kyu Zemo having a bit of an easier run of it, really coming through, not yet dropping a set, and no one really getting more than 14 points off of Kyu Zemo at the moment. So Choi Jung-man has quite a feat here to try and knock this young man off the top spot.
Wow. See, he played Mohammed Ramli, I think 21-9, 21-7. And we've watched Ramli play this week, and we was quite really impressed with him.
Yeah.
And he's put him to bed in single figures.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Very impressive.
Really impressive. And I would say Ramli is probably 3rd, 4th best WH1.
Yep.
He's won an awful lot of competitions, Ramli, and he's been turned over properly there.
Well, we're about to start this match on court number 1 with umpire Mai Jiling Fundal from the Philippines and service judge Thampapon Yimklip from Thailand, with Choi Jung-man to serve.
Such a relaxed style, hasn't he, Kyu Zemo?
Yeah. Lovely shot.
Wow. Wow, that was a fantastic. He was a little bit under pressure. He took the shot a little bit behind him.
Yep.
But put that within inch 2 of the line. Fantastic drop there.
And even if Choi had managed to get a racket on it, Kuzumo, he hit that shot and he didn't look panicked. He just hit it and was like, it's either going to be a winner or I'll pick the next one up easy.
Absolutely, yeah. Clever, look, just puts it up in the air, gets himself back in the game.
Choi's really trying to hit him with some punch clears and push him to the back and try and force the shorter clear from Kuzumo.
Shorter game. He's normally really accurate than that. He normally has a really good soft touch. I don't suppose we'll see too many mistakes. That was a fantastic punch clear.
Just held it that second longer and just whipped through with the forearm. And
that was really impressive.
And after Choi's really coming for him with these fast punch clears and trying not to give him too much time and to still just delay that shot and hit that punch clear from that position was quality.
Choi's really trying to push him back. So he's unable to do those kind of clears. But that's
going
way
wide.
out. But as soon as he has Choi hits one clear that's a little bit soft, he punishes him.
Yeah.
He switches that pressure.
Yeah, well played, Choi Jung-man.
Wow. Good play, good pressure. Just moving the shuttle around, not trying to be too clever, too much pressure on, but just enough. Great quality of shots and great variation. It was called in.
Hit the line. I don't know if Kuzumo thinks it might have went long, but both players doing a really good job of working the corners and hitting these flat clears and slices into all four corners of the court. It was a great rally, but we saw this from Choi yesterday when he's in a good position. That drop shot is so effective, but he just was taking it a little bit low and just behind him, and he makes so many errors on that shot when he's not in the right position.
I think he's trying to do it to get himself out of trouble more than anything. I don't think he's necessarily trying to win the point, but he was out of position. His body position wasn't great, and he lets the shuttle drop too much.
Well defended.
Yeah.
Taking smashes back there from both players. Good to get a racket on that with Kuzumo quite far forward in the court.
Yes, he was. He was putting pressure on, trying to creep forward as much as possible. That's better from the net.
Yeah. Again, good on Choi to just get a racket on that, because the shuttle's coming very fast at him and he's still moving, so he has to take the racket off the wheel and try and get something onto defending that smash. But when it's coming that fast at you from Kuzumo, it's difficult to do anything with much quality.
Great switch. Great switch that was. That clear. Put it over to Choi's deep left-hand side. Couldn't get enough on it. And Kuzumo just come in easily and just laid that down on the floor. What I like about Kuzumo, when he goes back, and he's so comfortable just putting that little drop in, and he's not worried. He doesn't actually think, perhaps because he knows where his partner is, his opponent is on the court, but he just puts that in. Think no problem, no hesitation about thinking, oh, am I going to get caught at the front of the net? Just a touch wide.
He's very good, Kuzumo. Exactly. I mean, he hit that shot long there, but just holding his racket just that second longer and then just punching through when he's in a good position, using that deception. He just never looks under pressure or phased.
Oh. Choi's making the game with it though. He's doing his utmost to stay in this game, put a bit of pressure on, force a few little areas out of Kuzumo.
A great pick up from Choi there and a nice flat lift, forcing the error from
It was the perfect, because Kuzumo come over to his right-hand side and he put it across. Choi done perfect thing is to go straight back.
Yep.
If he would have gone to the opposite corner, it would have been the easiest angle for Kuzumo to get across. Because he went straight back down the line, Kuzumo's got to kind of come out and go back into the court. And that's what made it more difficult for Kuzumo. Good choice of shot.
Well played. Oh.
Great opportunity there. Can't waste them.
Great opportunity, and that is his second or third mistake at that point in the game. Just trying to maybe hit it too tight, but what a build up to that shot.
Yeah, built it up really well, and a rare opportunity where Kuzumo's right at the back of the court, and he just had to put that down on the floor.
Good rally on left. Great shot from Choi. Perfect example of that shot when he's in a good position, how effective it is and how the quality that he can get from that shot.
When he's got in his right body position and he's not taking it too late or letting the shuttle drop too much, he pinpoints it. It's absolutely within an inch of the line. It's brilliant. Well watched.
He's just had it long to take it to 11-10 in this first game to Kuzumo. Much closer than maybe we anticipated initially, but I think Choi Jung-man is playing really good badminton. Actually could have been ahead if he hadn't made a few of those mistakes in the forecourt.
Yeah, but then again, Q's made a couple of silly, unnecessary, unforced errors, so it's about right, I think. But I'm glad to see it's as tight as it is at the moment. I didn't really want to see Kuzumo kind of storm ahead in the lead. So I've got a funny feeling it might change when they switch sides. He doesn't look as attacking as he normally does, Kuzumo. So Choi just looks like he can just bring the shuttle down a little bit more and punch into him a little bit and put a bit of pressure on. And I think that will reverse in the second game. But we'll see. Good from Choi, good pressure.
Great rally by Choi.
He worked that rally perfectly, pushing it from side to side, different corners, put a couple of really good drops in, pushed him back out to the corner again at the back, and then was really successful with the drop. Unforced.
Another mistake in that same spot.
Good pickup. Wow.
What a pickup from Kuzumo.
Great defense.
Shot by Choi. What a good rally.
That's wide. What a shame. Great rally.
Great rally.
Quality from both players. Great defense. Great attack. Quality badminton.
There it is again.
Does that so often.
He just holds it, and then punch. But
Yeah.
Choi Jungman just struggling to get the length on that first shot, and it allows Kuzumo to hold it, and he can do anything with it. But that punch, that flat punch onto the forehand of Choi Jungman.
Because there's so little racket movement, because he just holds it there, pats it down in front of him, or just then puts it over his head, really simply. Yeah, great lift. Great flat clear there. Straight down the line.
Great work by Choi.
Great deception there.
Another quality rally from both players.
That's great badminton from Kuzumo there.
Great badminton, and he's played that punch clear again into Choi Jungman's forehand side, which again we spoke about it yesterday, but it's such a difficult shot to hit from there.
Yep.
And it gave Choi Jung-man was good to get a racket on it, but just hit too short to see that attack from Kuzumo.
Kuzumo's shot selection's absolutely fantastic. Wow.
Choi with a little smile on his face from that shot, appreciates the quality that's just come off of his serve there. A couple of quick points for Kuzumo to take him 4 points ahead in this first game.
Yeah. As soon as he hit it, you could see on his face he knew that he'd put too much on it. Didn't get the lift he required. Just a little bit too flat. He was too close to the net.
He's had it wide. Two quick mistakes.
When Choi gets to the net, he doesn't push it down, he just floats it, so it comes down onto the line.
It's got a really nice touch.
Makes it really difficult to judge. That's good from Choi, got back himself into the game there. One behind. Lovely net. Lovely
net shot. And that was, again, a really nice quality drop shot from Choi, but Kuzumo was just on it so early. Could hold and just played so delicately over the net.
I reckon his strings are super, super tight. Because he puts no effort into that net shot at all. He just puts his racket there and it just bounces off the tension of those strings.
20-17 in the first game point to Kuzumo. But Choi is not letting him have it. Not in the first try. 18-20. On the second one.
It's a fantastic net again. So soft with his hands. Puts it within inches of the line.
Well, 21-18 to Kuzumo in that first game, and Choi Jung-man putting up a really good fight, and he's in these big rallies and really, really taking it to Kuzumo and rattling him a little bit, I think, in some of the rallies.
He did. He put Kuzumo under good pressure there, and in some of the rallies, and forced errors out of him. And then he won some good rallies, hit some really good shots. So he should be encouraged with that. He's only lost by, 2 points?
Yep.
So be interesting to see if he's still able to try and put him under pressure in this second game. I've got a funny feeling Kuzumo might be able to go a little bit flatter, but we shall see. But a good set, a good game from Choi, but it's going to be tough again.
Yep.
Q looks very calm, confident, relaxed. I've got a funny feeling he's going to be a bit more aggressive in this second game.
Choi Jung-man's coach just applying a couple of ice packs, and I don't know if he's... the referee is calling over for... The umpire, is calling over for the referee.
Q would be quite happy if he pulled out, because he's still got another 2 games finals to play.
Yeah, he's got to conserve some energy, but it seems like Choi Jung-man is okay. The umpire has called for the players to get ready to play.
Technical issue?
I think it might be the tape again.
Oh.
This is... It's not good enough for a finals day, right?
Not at all. Not at all.
I think that's that same spot that was being repaired after the first game with Pilar and Liu Yong-tong.
Well, obviously, because they go so far back into the trams, and the first thing is they've got to push back. So as soon as it hits that tape, the wheel kind of skids on the tape and away they go.
Yeah.
I think it could be as simple as the tape that they're actually using is not a great quality.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it comes up very easily, so it doesn't mark the wood.
Yep.
It's not going to stick to it too much. But it's poor. To keep having to stop the game and repair between games. See if Choi can continue putting a little bit of pressure on Kuzumo. Or let unforced errors would be nice.
Kuzumo trying to force that aggression that you thought you would see in this second game, and hitting it maybe a foot wide out the side. Great shot.
Good play by Choi. Got himself out of trouble. Kuzumo put him real deep in his backside there, round the head, and he recovered really well. That's out.
An unfortunate mistake there from Choi's. Had a 3-point lead.
Out again. That's a great serve.
Very flat into that.
Yeah, it's hard
for corner.
With Choi's disability and his trunk function to get right behind that shuttle.
Another mistake on that late forehand side.
Flat racket, just opens it up and just slaps it, or just drops it. It's
he just holds it so well, and just anything can come from that. And Choi opting for a round the head smash and just opened himself up at the front.
When he was playing in doubles, he was doing exactly the same. Then all of a sudden he just reversed it. Really, really quick, short racket. Good play.
Well done to Choi Jung-man for staying in that rally. Kuzumo putting him under quite a bit of pressure, and one thing you can see the difference in the two wheelchair one players, and you see a few wheelchair one players do this also. When you watch Choi Jung-man come into the front, he has to take his non-racket hand off the wheel to put on his legs on his chair to balance him out. And
yes,
how's that going to affect his moving backwards? Because we see Kuzumo, he doesn't have to. He's got a little bit more trunk function than Choi Jung-man, and he doesn't have to do that to try and balance out. So how's that going to affect his movement?
Your balance and your movement. So if you've got to have like good trunk function. If you're kind of not positioned correctly, or your bum's not correctly in the seat, you can't hit the shuttle properly. Simple as that. And you need to be kind of really firm in your seat and firm in your position in your chair. So then when the shuttle comes up, you're in a good position to hit the shuttle. And obviously he keeps moving because his trunk's obviously not great. But Q's looks much better. He sits upright. His chair's back seat's a little bit further down. He looks like he's got a bit more function there. He looks quite solid. Still 7-all though. He's Choi's making a game of it, playing well. A few unnecessary errors creeping in here and there.
Good defensive play from Choi there. Again, a big smash from Kuzumo, and he's returned that really nicely to set himself back into a good position.
Yeah, good net from Q. Just able to put Choi under a bit of pressure with a couple of flat clears.
Oh, well done.
Wow.
Well done.
Yeah.
Choi Jung-man getting the racket up quickly and just hitting it back to Kuzumo, who wasn't expecting quite that response.
Yeah, the height for Choi was good there. Q could have put it a little bit higher or a little bit further down into the body, and he probably got away with it there. It was a good idea, but it didn't come off.
It's taken Choi Jung-man to 10-8, 1 point from to the interval, which with a good variation on his overhead there, caught Kuzumo off guard, and Choi Jung-man is up 11-8 in this second game.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I thought Kuzumo would be a little bit more aggressive in that second game, but he's not. He's a bit timid, I think.
He's tried a few times to hit that smash, but he's hitting straight onto Choi's backhand.
Yeah.
And his backhand, where he's positioned, is actually the easiest shot for him to return back and actually get a little bit of quality. His defence has been quite flat over the net, where if he's going to be smashing, you want to probably be hitting his racket shoulder, his left shoulder. So he's not positioning his attack particularly well, but I think you're right. We expected Kuzumo to come out in this second game really aggressive from the start, and he's been... Where he's tried it, he's not quite hit the right places. Yeah,
and he started off with the second rally, hit a smash, but it was quite a distance out.
Oh, well done. Good variation there from Choi. Yeah. Lovely drop into Kuzumo's backhand, weaker reply, and he puts a bit of power and speed in and changes the direction of the shuttle. Great choice.
Another great drop.
Lovely shot.
Yeah, a few what should I say? Not wise choices of selection there from Kusumo. Oh, it's a long way out.
Wailed out the back.
And there you go. It's another one opportunity for him to smash, but that was a really poor smash.
But again, he's smashing. If the shuttle had come in, he's smashing down to Choi Jae-man's backhand, and he's not had success there.
That's better. Into the body.
Yeah, much better. Into the body.
Yeah.
He's got a high response off of that defence, and he's able to take the shuttle early at the net.
And then he's pushed back, and he has to lift the shuttle back, and then he has to try and get his hand back on the wheel, and then start moving. And then, because he's put a weak reply in, Kusumo comes in quite easily and puts the shuttle in the front of him.
Yeah, good drop.
Yeah, it's better.
Well played.
Yeah.
Kusumo. He's picked up the intensity a little bit. I can see his moving his chair is a lot faster. He's trying to recover quicker, and he's putting a little bit more effort into the speed of his movement.
You don't always have to be aggressive with the racket. You can be aggressive in the chair.
Let's put the line.
Great length.
Good shot again. Good position from Kusumo.
Great choice of shot there, because he went really high and deep and put Choi's back wheels right in the back trams. So he was really deep, got a weakest reply, and was able to just come in.
Choi just trying to change it up a little bit from the predicted lift from that position, but doesn't come off the racket as he would like. And that little bit change of pace and intensity from Kusumo has brought him back within 1 point.
So he's just going up a little bit more, Kusumo, with his clears, and just
trying to get that length.
Just getting that length rather than hitting a flat one. Just creating that creates so much space at the front.
It's come in just that really soft, delicate slice, and it just kills the shuttle, and it kills it right near the line.
Rather than being the flat punching clears, he's just lifting it high and deep, and then creating a lot of space at the front.
I could smash.
That's better. 15-14 in front now. That's five points.
Wide.
Just out.
That's wide. Choi was chasing that shuttle down there, and Kusumo has went for the correct shot, but he's went for too tight to the line and has just hit it wide.
Wow.
The speed of his racket.
Wow.
Not a great serve from Choi, but Kuzimo, just the speed of that racket. Woofed.
The power and the accuracy of that was very similar to yesterday. He done it from a serve.
Good rally.
Good.
That hold and punch clear from Kuzimo. Well done, Choi.
Really working hard, Choi.
Really working hard.
Kuzimo covered every part of that court, of Choi's court, moving the shuttle around everywhere. Punch clears, drops, everything in that rally.
Choi did a really good job to sustain it. But he's followed it up with a flat serve out the side. Line judges called it in, but Korean coach is not particularly happy.
The line judge just put one arm up.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what that is.
Yeah. Line judges called it in. I suppose that's fair. Both athletes thinking that they've been unjustly done by a line call.
Law of averages, they normally level themselves out.
Yeah. And it's such a difficult job being a line judge, actually. People think you just watch the shuttle hit the line or not, but actually the pressure you're under to make the correct call, and we've seen it in the able-bodied when they have the Hawkeye, that sometimes they are incorrect and sometimes they are right by a hair.
Yeah.
So it's a difficult job.
It's having the concentration all that time, being in the hall for as long as you are, it drains you.
Especially in heat like this as well. It's quite warm in here, and if you get a long game and long rallies as well, it's hard to stay quite focused.
Out.
Another long smash from Kuzimo, and it takes Choi 1 point ahead and 1 point from a game point.
I knew he'd do this after that rally where he went for a quick smash. Now he's going to change up and just try and work into a winning a point rather than trying to smash his way into a point. He can't afford to give silly points away, so he's going to work at it. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's good badminton. That's clever badminton. I know he was trying to earn a couple of cheeky points, early points. Didn't work. Go back to the normal plan. Sensible badminton. He'll do it again now. He won't rush it.
And a mistake from Kuzimo has taken Choi Jung-man 1 point from this second game.
It's quite nice though. It's nice to see Kuzimo not so comfortable.
Yeah. Great length. Oh, he's hit it out the back again. That's 3 smashes out the back, and he's given Choi Jung-man the second game, 21-19.
Both of those smashes would have gone out the back.
Yep.
Without any shadow of doubt. The first one that Choi returned, well, that was flying out the back, and the second one, well, that was like an X-Sec missile. That was gone.
And what a match this has turned into now.
Wow.
1 game each, and with the previous history, Choi Jung-man only having won 1 game since 2018, and most other games have been two sets. Only a couple of 3-setters between this pair. But if you're going to bring it to Kuzumo, you're bringing it to the World Championships final, right?
Absolutely brilliant. It's as I said earlier, Choi was fantastic yesterday. Played really well, and worked really hard, and he's doing so again. And I don't think Kuzumo was playing his best badminton. But he looks a little bit frustrated out there. I think,
yeah.
And it's not going all his own way. He's expecting to smash his way through a little bit, but his smashes have been quite poor. Every now and then he hit a worldie, but he's not been as good as I've seen him.
And it seems like he's trying to hit these smashes out of a little bit of, like you say, frustration, desperation, because the rallies he's expecting to out-rally Choi Jung-man, but Choi is just coming back and back and back and answering everything that Kuzumo is giving to him.
Yeah, he's stubborn. He's very, very stubborn. He's not going to give up. He's going to give his all. Just keep getting it back and think, well, okay, you earned the point.
Yep.
You earn this point. You want to win this, you got to earn it. I'm not going to give you cheap and easy points. And fair play to Choi. He's really making Q think of. He's got to come up with different ideas how he's going to win this game.
So 18-21, 21-19. We're going into the third game of this final match of the Wheelchair 1 men's singles between Choi Jung-man and Kuzumo.
Wide, unlucky.
Unlucky. Big rally again. Second point in this game.
I have a feeling the rallies are going to get a little bit longer in this set.
And as we're at the 45-minute mark, I mean, this got to be taking some toll on both players extremely physically fit.
But Q's got another 2 games. Matches to play today.
Oh, what a brilliant rally. A brilliant rally. Both players being so patient, and Kuzumo is coming with it, the mistake at the net. What I find fascinating to watch is the position that Kuzumo gets in his overhead. He's rarely leaning too far back to hit his overhead.
Yeah.
But Choi Jung-man has to lean back that little bit further because of that trunk function difference we were talking earlier. And he generates so much power from this, just the positions he gets into, and the power he gets from that is just incredible.
That's due to Kuzumo's chair skills.
Yeah.
Because he's so quick in the chair, he's able to get behind the shuttle each time. Where Choi is not as quick, he tends to take the shuttle a lot more behind him. And you can see him stretching as much as possible.
He still generates some power from there.
Massive power. He's a really strong lad.
Good pick up. Yeah, just too much there.
Yeah.
For Choi.
He knew he shouldn't have dropped it there.
Played.
Really making Choi work there, pulling him left, right, and centre all around that court, just making him twist and turn that chair really hard for him.
Caught him out with that kind of hold and flick on on that forehand lift. Choi lucky to get a racket onto it.
Great choice of shot from Kuzumo. That's a great shot.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. That come from a bit of hesitation there from Q. He thought that was going out and just hesitated a little bit and didn't get the quality back from his clear. And then Choi hit a really good thumping flat drive down Q's right-hand side. He just couldn't get anywhere near it. Finds that line so easily. Gets in early and gets his racket as high as possible. Takes it over.
You're
over
right.
the tape.
It just bounces off the racket.
Yeah.
It's just perfect.
Yeah. You hardly see any movement in his hand and the racket. Good pick up.
Pick up. Oh, great defence.
Wow.
Great defence.
Fantastic from Choi there. Absolutely brilliant defence.
Again, maybe the wrong side for Q to be smashing there. Choi's just picked up on his backhand side. His chair's in a position where that's a perfect shot for him. His racket's ready.
Yeah.
He should have went for the body or onto his
go
left
across.
side. Great touch again from Kuzumo.